Mr. Green, and for most of you that's connected with me on Facebook, you will know over the last 18 months that I've been on this journey with my family, that in September 2017 my child came out saying they were transgender. Transgender was something that didn't even exist in our vocabulary or even existed in our social setting. I was part of an evangelical faith for 36 years, and at the time I was also studying at Caris Bible College in Warsaw. And the reason why I'm sharing this video is perhaps to help others, other parents or people that you know, because one of the worst things on this journey is knowing where to be able to share this. There is no counselling, there is no church counselling, there is nothing out there because it's so new and so current. And the controversies around this with our religious culture is so bad and so ugly that it silences people, and you have nowhere to take this. You either speak out, which is what I'm doing today, or I will make myself very, very ill. So what I want to do is to raise awareness, and as every person, whether they're in a normal community, whether they're in a church community, I want you to know that what I've experienced is the most horrendous things from a community that has completely pulled the shutters down on me. I attended Caris Bible College in Warsaw in UK, the founder of Andrew Womack, and the reason why I use this ministry and say this person's name is because I have waited and waited to have them to come back to me and to be able to help me. And what they did, instead of helping me, at the annual conference last year in May at the Grace and Faith, something that was absolutely horrific, that I attended there not only as a student but also as a business owner. We produce the graphics and we also work alongside Caris. And the worst thing that's happened here is that instead of having the support that I should have had, there was absolutely nobody who was prepared to reach out to me, to come and sit down and just to listen and to feel that I'm supported. And I went to the ministry in Colorado to ask them for help, and I got shut down. Now, this is a grace and faith teaching. Grace means unconditional love. It means that you're not, by anything that you do, that you deserve grace. Grace is a gift from God because He loves us. And my child, whether that's they're transgender or whether they're heterosexual, whether they're bi, whatever, God loves my child. And He has taught me the greatest lesson of all of this, that I was once like them, that I was so homophobic and transphobic, and I didn't think I was, but that's exactly what I was doing. And the pain and the suffering that I have experienced, it's been absolutely horrendous. And I have called out to all my friends and allies, Christian, that to join to me join together and pray with me and pray for me, because there is absolutely nothing out in society that is going to help. So this is my first step of being able to speak out, which is what I now know is spiritual abuse. I've spent years dealing with lots of different abuse, sexual abuse from childhood, violent abuse from my previous marriage, verbal abuse, and you know, that is the most horrendous thing as well. People don't think that, or they see that as abuse, but any person that violates you and mentally abuses you, that is abuse. And I would say that is anybody who has been part of a belief system that have shut you out because your sexual orientation is different, or that you have a transgender child and you identify as very different, and you have nowhere to go, that you have suffered, you've seen the hands of your children suffering. I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. And as a parent, and as somebody that's walked in a belief system for 36 years, that ain't of God. I'm telling you now, that ain't of God. This is man's institutional, religious fanatics who judge people. There is no compassion. There's no human rights of protection within Christian denominations or any faith denomination. And it's the only area that we cannot bring a law into place to stop it. And the one place I thought that I had treated so poorly and so badly. These are the people, the transgender, the LGBT plus community, have shown me love and compassion and understanding. And I want to thank every single one of you that you know who I'm talking to. And all I'm saying is that let us stand together. I need your support as much as you need mine. And we're to reach out to each other. Please do not keep this in silent, because it will take you into a very, very deep place of depression, clinical depression, and quite possibly suicide. This isn't the answer, and it definitely isn't the answer for me. I know great things will come from our experiences and our pain and hurt. But what I see every day is the amazing family I have. And I look at my daughter, 16 years of age, and what she's been through. And every day she's a reminder, oh God, that's so compassionate, that has given me and my husband the ability to love her and to get her into the right place, to have the right support around her. And she is now thriving. She's still a long way to go. But this hatred and discrimination is so ugly. It's torn my heart apart. And it's got to stop. And the only way we're going to stop it is the more that we come together for human rights campaign, for equality. It isn't about war, but it is about people being able to live their lives and to be safe, and our families to be protected and to be loved and accepted, and the church community that we know it, they are far from having the answers. I am so grateful that I have met many parents on this journey, and organisations like Mermaid and with Susie Green, who has been amazing for what she has done as an advocate and ambassador for parents of transgender children, for the children as well as the parents. It has been phenomenal. It's consolidated us, it's enabled us to be able to feel that we are part of a bigger community. So today, I just want you to know that you are not alone, and that we can come together and we can share, but also we need to stand firm together. You're not in a helpless situation. You are not vulnerable or to be silent, because the fear, yes, I've lost everything that I've known in my life, but the gain is so much greater, which I'm yet to discover even more. My past journey in 2018, when I come to the realisation of Catherine, my daughter, who I'd realise that she is who she says she is. And yes, it has been a grieving process for a son that I've known for 14 years. But when I see what I've got now and how happy and authentic my child is, I wouldn't wish to change anything. I just admire the bravery and the courageousness of our young people. But also we need help to be able to be courageous and to transition ourselves. And for many of you, you might have older children that are at university, or very young ones that are maybe still in reception or very early ages of primary. But for those that are experiencing their transitioning in primary years, in secondary, and going through that stage of their lives, I would just say that there is hope, there is support there, and I want you to know that every person who you speak to at Mermaids is a parent of a transgender child, whether they're non-binary, whether their sexual orientation is pansexual, gay, lesbian, whatever. We have a wealth of experience at Mermaids. There are other organisations, but what that does, it means that we have a sense of belonging. We are part of a community, and that we can help each other. We don't have to walk this journey on our own. So I would just extend out my hand to all of you, and I say, let's do this together. If you want more information, PM me, and just let me know how you're getting on. Encourage me. Tell me how things have changed for you, and so that I can see a future in my life too, because I don't know where to put the pain. It's so painful, and I I am doing this because it's the right thing to do. And I know that you're here to help.